Welcome to today's 3-minute Halacha. Following the bracha of Sim Shalom, the last bracha of the Shemona Esrei, there is a supplementary tefillah which contains a number of inspirational readings and begins with the words Elokai Nitzor. This paragraph is actually adapted from a personal prayer that was made by Mar Baravina and is recorded in Brachot on Daf Ted Zayin Mud Bet through Yud Zayin Mud Aleph, and yet it's been expanded upon over the generations. The Vilna Gaon notes that it's specifically at this point where we begin to say our own personal prayers within the framework of the Shemona Esrei, just prior to saying the Yuler Atzon sentence, which formally closes the Shemona Esrei itself. And in fact, Mishnah Berurah encourages people to add their own personal tefillot here during the Elokai Nitzor. The Alei Rabbah notes that it's also customary at the end of the Elokai Nitzor, before we take our 3 steps back, to include a pasuk, which either contains a person's name in it or begins and ends with the first and last letters of a person's name. According to the Sidur Rashban by Rav Shlomo Tzvi Shik of the early 20th century, this custom goes back to the days of Mordechai and Esther, when children were taught to memorize psukim which began and ended with the first and last letters of their name in order to ensure that children would never forget that they were Jews in the event that, God forbid, if they were kidnapped. Putting this pasuk at this point also, according to some, contains a skula, a special merit that would save a person from troubles of Gehinnom. And according to Kabbalists, it also ensures that a person won't forget their name on Judgment Day when they appear before the Beit Din Shel Mala. That procedure may be so overwhelming that the only thing they'll have is the tefillah that they said, and remember the pasuk that was incorporated within their Elokai Neshama. Some even suggest that a person should recite these psukim frequently throughout the day and not merely at the end of the Shemona Esrei, but the predominant custom is just at the end of Shemona Esrei. Elokai Nitzor, though, is not really a complete part of the Shemona Esrei if you've already said the pasuk, the verse of Yuler Atzon from Tehillim chapter 19. And therefore, some have the custom to say that pasuk twice, once before Elokai Nitzor, just in case a person is falling behind everyone else and has the opportunity to answer a kedusha or answer amen after brachot, or even on a Friday night when everyone is ready to say vayichulu. Once you say Yuler Atzon, your Shemona Esrei is over and you're allowed to answer. However, if you didn't say it yet and you're within the Elokai Nitzor, you still can answer the first 2 psukim of the kedusha of the kadosh, 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 and Baruch Shem Kvod Malchuto, the Olam Va'ed, according to all authorities, and some even allow you to answer the imloch within the kedusha itself.